couple years younger, but she better than a motherfucker. Ass fatter than a motherfucker. She got her own, she don't need no ticket. She get it, yeah, she got it, so you know I'm gon' get it. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my pretty young thing, and I do anything for her.
I love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving from a real one. I wanna love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving, and I'm a real one. There's one for you. Hold it set down. Supposed to get the crown. Pretty young girl. Toast for you and I just wanna see you shine. Love will make a man feel better than a woman. Queen with the crown, but for now it's a bucket. There are a few things for certain, my lady. We can make one, make babies. I'm a rider and a ticket that comes with good planning and channeling your ambition. I know this fat nigga that properly seem efficient. He used to move keys, he call it a little different. Another one, another one, another one. She put it down on me, I put them numbers up. I let her jump. She 21, okay, she old enough to drink, but gotta be my lunch. Stay low on bill with her eye. Coachella chill with her eye. Got colorful lyrics, we twinning. Cause every other color Collie come out with I get up.
A couple years younger, but she better than a motherfucker. Ass fatter than a motherfucker. She got her own, she don't need no ticket. She get it, yeah, she got it, so you know I'm gon' get it. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my pretty young thing, and I do anything for her.
I love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving from a real one. I wanna love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving, and I'm a real one. Hold up, what's up, what's your name? I should have asked the verse before, don't throw shade. A lot of girls do too much for that fame, but I can get to know you just from your page.
Yo, what up, radio family? This your boy, JSAP Madstat, Ellis from the Midday Live Show. If you didn't happen to catch the VIP lounge with your homegirl, G Princess, here's what you missed.
I'm a little early, y'all, but it's your girl, G Princess. Y'all know what it is. It's the VIP lounge. I'm in here, and it's ladies' night. I left the men at home, the polo sneed at home. Ladies, it's ladies' night tonight. Go grab some Stella Rose. You see, I got mine in here with me. Toast with me. Turn up with me. Y'all hear that in the background.
Let's get it. Hop off a 16 passenger. This a G5, no, this not a Challenger. Big one. I get some members with me in the fridge. Get cold seats, they some cannibals. They like to geek. Drink a whole bottle, wake up and repeat. She took a look, mixed it with the chill out. Now she saying 3D. I go in the jungle and they got a coat. I bet I come out with a mean. I bet I do this for the fam, cause it's bigger than me. Color stones in my infinity link. And in the factory masterpiece. I call him twin, could that be my brother? We got the same roller, he matching me. Nah, for real.
Water on me like the song of song. Carrots, song, pointers. All these commas, I want fun. Me go gunners out the jump. Me glide off. Cake on me, no funnel. Cash. Drop top feeling like stunner. Drop top. KD play no runner. We gon' chrome my wallet. Smoke my pilot. Take 3 vibe to the tropics. Trappy. I was outside just serving narcotics. Pay me that stick. Made one wrong move, just pop it. Living on broke with the flooded out in the hotel lobby. It's crowded. Diamonds be dancing like Bobby. They dance. Don't touch a dick. Give you cock. Don't touch it. We get it. Gon' trend on the top, keep trending. The way I pull up, I'ma pop it, and none of these niggas gon' stop. Pull up, gone. Put it, don't get a cup for the drip on my 5 kilos. Keep stacking your bank and get bigger. Never would, I throw some shade on it. On tape, look, don't play with it. I see the big picture, we up on it. The huncho, the one you gon' call on me. I got your back, you gon' follow me. I want fun. Me go gunners out the jump. Me fly it off. Front cake on me, no funnel. Drop top feeling like stunner. Drop top, get these play no runner. We gon' chrome my wallet, smoke my pilot. Take the revive to the tropics. I was outside just serving narcotics. Pay me that stick. Made one wrong move, just pop it. Living on broke with the flooded out in the hotel lobby. Brr, 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 brr.
Yeah, he call me Big Purr. Come make the
The SRT maker get wet, play in that cat while I switch gears. You keep on running from these backs, I pull them tracks out.
yeah,
Come here.
baby, after we ain't gon' talk about leave right there. Tell your bitch that can't come back. Yeah, he gon' hit from the back on me. Yeah, baby, keep that fuck, put it up in the air.
We stacking these hundreds that coming in layer. Going outside, I grew up with the players. I see my bitch to slam them down, get it in blood, no one care. After that mission, park the track, in the back and fix her.
What's up, big daddy? Tell me what's up. He sent me a text, so I see in the attic. The way you grip on the block, I want you to grab me. Taste like Laffy Taffy, split on the gear. Gymnastics, ooh, little baby, cause he get nasty.
Hey, come on, baby, I know you special. Mindset on all way above average. Little ass nigga, but I been about action. Smacking, shawty man, them ain't acting. Little nigga play with my come blast. Tragic, everybody get free cash. Her nails and feet stay up to par. Need to see friends till when you gagging.
Yeah, he call me Big Purr. Come make the purr.
The SRT maker get wet, play in that cat while I switch gears. Keep on running from these backs, I pull them tracks out.
Yeah,
Come
baby,
here.
after we ain't gon' talk about leave right there. Tell your bitch that can't come back. Yeah, he gon' hit from the back on me. Yeah, baby, keep that fuck, put it up in the air.
We stacking these hundreds that coming in layer. Going outside, I grew up with the players. I see my bitch to slam them down, get it in blood, no one care. After that, we stacking these hundreds that coming in layer. Going outside, I grew up with the players.
You can put the headphones on if you want to. Got to, but I think I am. Yeah, use the headphones or something?
Yeah, that's all if you want to.
Yep.
All right.
You got to fix your camera. You want to show me it, don't show him.
Oh, shit.
You can put the headphones on.
Hey, what's up? You get
Live with you? Post the live on it?
Hey.
I don't know how to do it.
Go live on your phone.
I don't know how to do it.
Where your phone at? Oh my, don't tell nobody.
Bro,
how
I
to go
told
live.
it, man. Like I be playing.
Don't say regular Facebook page. Regular Facebook page. This one on live.
I don't know how to do it.
Where your phone at? Oh my, don't tell nobody.
Bro, I told it, man.
Got live
Oh,
on?
live video. That's it, right?
Yeah.
I ain't never did it.
What's up, man? We appreciate y'all for joining into the G Spot podcast. My bad for the delay right now. We appreciate everybody that's checking in with us from everywhere, on every platform. Man, y'all see my boy Snow up in here, but we got a new guest in here with us tonight. Tell me your name again, bro.
Antonio.
Antonio, bro. You from Pensacola? Yeah. Snow just wanted to let everybody know that's his homeboy. Yeah, the man want to know everybody know he got friends, okay? Yeah. But y'all, yeah, like I said, man, we appreciate y'all for checking in with us. If y'all and listening in with us, because anybody who listening in and if y'all haven't already, for everybody that's listening, make sure y'all download the RWR Live 365 app. Y'all see the logo back there. Y'all see that logo. So y'all can listen to us to plenty of other shows, plenty of days of the week. And also we got music playing, man. It's just like Pandora. You get what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that and support your local Black businesses. First off, I pray that everybody had a blessed week. I appreciate to all the to all the Nifas, Baba Loshas, and Babas out there in the world that's a part of the Ifa culture that I'm into. And shout out to everybody else. We be having preachers and everybody come up in here. So we appreciate y'all for checking in. Make sure that y'all always post positive comments. And we finna get into the conversation. We ain't gonna keep y'all long tonight. Usually I say y'all that all the time. We be on here for about 2-3 damn hours. We ain't gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna do something a little different. This is the first time I actually did this. But we're gonna do a little segment called "Get It Off Your Chest." And so all of us, pick one thing we want to, you know what I'm saying, ask a question too, and y'all join in with us and tell us how y'all feel about the situation. First of all, man, I know y'all seen all this shit with COVID going on. Well, you know how to work some new gadgets. With everything with COVID going on, make sure y'all staying protected. Wash y'all hands. Now we got this new shit called the damn monkeypox out.
Man, just be sanitary.
Be sanitary. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, I was in Target, and it was a dude. I don't think we even need to say what color he was. Walking, big old dude, had to be about 300 and some pounds. Walking through Target about 6'4", tall, big dude, with his hand in his goddamn pants, scratching his ass.
That's a fruity pebble.
Now that's a nasty motherfucker. That's what that is. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful shaking people's hand. Period, man. It's too much shit going on, especially with this monkeypox going on, man.
That's from monkeypox.
Well, you know they always try to. One thing about it, they always try to. Well, I'm surprised they even said COVID came from China. You know they always try to say that because they saying the monkeypox come from Africa.
Exactly.
You know they always put it on
every time.
Yeah,
every time.
The darker the skin, you know. And what's crazy is there's a lot of them over there now because they've been colonizing for hundreds and hundreds of years. They've been colonizing Africa.
Okay.
And so now. Shit, they try to do what they can, but I don't know if y'all seen the videos over in Japan. The monkeys going crazy, attacking people and trying to steal people's babies.
Tell you what,
well, my thing is it's an animal, and I know people probably not gonna like what I'm finna say, but kill them. You feel me? We need meat right now. So it is what it is. In other cultures, they do eat monkey and all that. Just over here, they don't. So people have the wrong aspects of things. Like I say, gotta get out the country and explore. Yeah. There's so many different cultures out there. People are so trapped in the mind.
We do, man. And it's funny that you say that because like I was just talking to Snow about. He was like, he ain't eating no Jamaican food last night. But you got to be diverse, okay? Especially if you go to another culture. And to enjoy life, you have to be diverse. One thing I've realized, I remember when I was growing up, my daddy used to always say, man, Pensacola country is hell. I ain't never fuck with nobody. Since your mama, I ain't fuck with nobody else from Pensacola. I used to be like, man, what the hell wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? But then when I got older, and you know me, I travel. I go different places. Especially when I was in the military, you get to see different types of people, and it makes you realize how small Pensacola really is. And so I try to influence people all the time, man. Go and see different things. And when you go different cities, enjoy their culture.
Yeah, the culture is so it's so crazy, man.
Enjoy their culture, man. It should be different, man. You ain't gotta just be eating goddamn fried chicken.
I'm trying to tell you.
You know I love fried chicken.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be eating fried chicken all the time, man. Get you some ox. Now I ain't no big fan of oxtail, me personally.
They're pretty good though. I'm gonna give a shout out to Oz's Kitchen in Warrenton. You feel
me?
You know what I'm saying? They doing it in there.
Yeah,
they doing it in there.
Hey, that chicken, I eat chicken steak every day of the year. All year.
I can eat steak and eggs every day.
See, I can't. I'm trying to step away from what they call red meat now, as much as I can because.
Oh, but man, I don't eat beef.
I don't eat pork.
Pork, that's what
pork.
It is.
Yeah.
Beef is fine. Chicken is fine, but pork is just swine. The meat is.
And then I know what he missing the good old pork chop when you good and drunk on some bread.
No, listen,
I don't knock it. You know that's what you eat.
That's what you eat. And but the crazy is you could tell the difference. Like me, I don't eat pork for real. Okay. So when I do eat it, it makes me feel sick. Or
it makes me throw up.
Yeah.
Honestly, or I'm gonna have to use the restroom immediately. Like I can taste it.
That's
I
can
taste it.
Yeah, you can taste. That's like when
people
I eat tilapia. I can't eat tilapia. I don't even see why people still eat tilapia.
Ooh, boy, I cuss the tilapia up. I can cuss the tilapia up.
When you research what you gotta you should research what you eat.
Going out, it says out of man puns.
Yeah, I even start. I love mullet. Boy, that's my favorite fish.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, and then I went and I was looking up mullet last week at work, and it was showing that they took 300 male mullets from the Gulf of Mexico, which is our water.
Yep.
And all 300 fish had parasites. And so I was like, yeah, I should probably stop eating it, which they are ground feeders anyway. So I was like, man, let me stop eating that shit. And I just try to stick to salmon or something like that. But you got to be very mindful and shit because you got to look at around you, like the stuff that our families and stuff go to with having high blood pressure, Yeah, even with stuff like dementia, people don't pay attention to stuff like that. One thing, man, I don't want to ever get dementia. I don't want to forget who the fuck I am.
Yeah,
my
but you
people.
are what you eat. But it's
Exactly.
it's been proven that those meats and other things
Are not good for you.
they have side effects
Mm-hmm.
over a period of time. They give you dementia and all this diabetes and other things that he speak of. It does do that. It just takes time.
Yeah.
Eating it for 25 years is unhealthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Period.
Yeah. And once you know, I was having me and my dad was having a conversation with one of my aunts, and she was talking about people that smoke cigarettes.
I love them. I'm sorry.
And she said that people, she's older, you know what I'm saying? She's my great aunt, so she's like 75. She's a minister too. She's from New York, and she's from Pensacola, but she went to college and everything, and she's been in New York for 50 years. So she was talking about how, you know, you get cancer, because she was talking about somebody in our family. But my dad made a good point and said, well, damn, if that's the case, then look at what you eat. If you know that what you eat is unhealthy, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing as somebody taking a damn gun and shooting themselves in the head, because you know what you're doing to yourself, and you decide to keep on doing it to yourself. Just because the side effect don't hit you right then, but then when you get 40, 50, 60 years old and you can barely walk, your joints and shit hurting.
Prime example, something that does compare. Driving a car on a daily basis. This is one of the most leading killers of people in the world.
Mhm.
People don't even compare this to cigarettes. You do this every day. People that don't smoke take the risk of driving every day. Every day you get in the vehicle, you're taking the risk. Just like you do when you puffing a cigarette. Same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people try to say, oh, well, you bad for this, but you literally taking a risk too.
Every
day.
You doing the
every
same
day.
thing. You just doing
Hey,
it.
you take a risk when you go to sleep at night.
And it's
Your heart
a
can stop in the
necessity.
morning.
When you're in the South, it's a necessity to drive a car.
Oh,
So you know what I'm saying? When I went up north, when I went to Philly,
public transport is good up there.
oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
When we
You
got
catch
there, they
a
asked
bus.
us, why did y'all rent a car? Why would we not rent a car? Like, motherfucker, we from the South. We drive. You know what I'm saying? But up there, they're not used to that. You know what I'm saying? They used to just, you take the bus or you taking the train. You know, but
Man, I was in New York. That's the first thing. Like when I was finna get ready to head to the airport, I'm like, hey, you'll call me a lift? But they're like, a lift? Like you said, I'm train. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm from the South. We don't ride trains down there. I'm like, bro, the train went downtown. I said, like, we catch the bus. You know what the taxi is. You're like, no, I won't do that up here.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. One time, like Denver, Colorado, prime example. Just went up there a few months ago. Beautiful city, public transport. You know, they got for the subway and the bus. It's like $350 a day, but this is an all day fare. You know what I'm saying? You can catch the train. This will take you from Aurora all the way to Colorado Springs. If you ever been to Colorado, that's 2.5 hours away from each other. So these cities sit on opposite sides of Denver, and you know, like that's what they do there. People don't drive cars there.
yeah,
They literally gonna walk them 2 blocks to that little bus station, catch that bus, catch it to the main terminal, catch a train here, and then catch another bus. They'll be there in 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
They
You
do
know
it all
what's
the time.
crazy? We were supposed to go to Colorado. Which we'll have a chance to go again. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
Missed that trip.
it's always good to enjoy the diversity, and when you go to different cities, man, you should definitely always try to, you know what I'm saying, see what the other cities do and what everybody else around. You don't have to always take you don't have to always take the mission. You ain't gotta do all that. So first of all, let me say this too. Shout out to Nicole Rimmen Radio, QLI. I appreciate y'all for y'all here. It's a lot of work for this radio shit. So I really appreciate y'all. But one thing I do, like I said tonight, man, we're gonna talk about, you know, get a little stuff off our chest. One thing I want to bring up is something I've seen in the media. You know, the kids going back to school.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen all these children going to high school, people getting the makeup and all that shit?
Me, honestly, the world is not the same from when I came up. It's just not. In this society, it's a lot of things that people allow their children to do and that they do themselves that in my time that I was raised up
can do.
You never seen. It wasn't done. That just wasn't the way of the world at that time. You know what I mean? But the world progresses. That's part of the world. You know what I mean? That's part of life.
Generations.
It's a cycle. It's a cycle. That's the cycle. That's the phase they at now. You know what I'm saying, bro? When we was in elementary school, middle school, open homosexuality was
you look
rare.
People look down.
It was rare,
especially in the black community.
Well, like in most communities I ever went to, you know, and I ain't that old, you know, in 99, 0001, you ain't seeing that.
Yeah,
you're not seeing two men going to Joanne's holding hands and kissing. That ain't happening. You know what I mean? It just ain't right though. It just ain't
doing that though.
It ain't.
I think what it was, it wasn't going on in the South. Now you gotta think.
I do agree because it you know.
Yeah, you got a culture difference. One thing I realized when I went up north is that people are free because people are educated on a different level.
They're more open-minded to life itself.
Exactly.
You know, like mixed culture. Look at New York, Dominicans, Jamaicans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got these Jewish people. You can find every race there you can name is there
up north,
and they all get along.
They've been
well, not really. They don't. Nobody don't fuck with nobody. Don't nobody speak nobody. Like everybody just do their own thing.
They do their thing. You know what I mean? Like
that's what it is.
But people got to understand, this country is a melting pot. This is how it was created. You know, like, people came from everywhere to come here.
Right.
When it first was created, people forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? That's a very valid point, and that's why I also hate the fact that a lot of times when you get into racial comments and you see this first thing that white people like to say, fuck that shit, this my shit. White people like to say is, go back to where you from. Motherfucker, y'all stole this shit too. Like, this is a place where a lot of different people from different cultures were already here.
And y'all came in strong.
Yeah.
That's what you came in.
Greed.
You know?
Exactly.
You know, greed.
Well, my whole thing, it was really the people that were shunned from England. They were placed in like, you got to leave from here.
And
they
outcasters.
But my whole thing, they were warriors too, though. You know, these were people of militant minds at the time. So they came over here. You got some people that been doing free world living to a military mind that's centuries into the making of doing this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was one of them slaughter, just like Thanksgiving. People don't even understand. Do you know what you're celebrating? You need to look at the history of Thanksgiving, people. Before y'all celebrate it, please look at these holidays that y'all celebrate. And I think you will look at things a lot differently.
I see. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you too, man. I was having a conversation. One time on the show, we had a conversation about celebrating Christmas. And somebody said, well, I don't want to take the fun from my child. Your child only know what you teach them.
Exactly. It's the knowledge that's passed on.
And worship. We acknowledge. There's a difference between acknowledging and worshiping something. We acknowledge ancestors. We acknowledge the people that came for us and what they did to get us here, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. You get what I'm saying? So with that culture, you get into ancestor veneration. And we venerate a lot of European ancestors when we celebrate Christmas, when we celebrate all of these different type of holidays. So you telling your child that Santa Claus ain't real, one thing I always think, why would you discredit the heart? It's from the black family perspective. Look how hard our parents are. Now, we didn't understand it because we was kids, but now as adults, we can feel how hard that they worked to get XYZ for us for Christmas.
Yeah.
And you think I'm finna put that shit on a motherfucking fat ass white man? I'm not finna do that.
No.
And two, I feel like instead of y'all worry about what a white man gonna do, this could be a lesson of you teaching your child, if you work hard for it, you can get it.
I agree.
A lot of these kids now getting into what I was saying earlier about all these kids wearing makeup in school and shit now. A lot, because back in PHS, Dean Rose, they weren't gonna play that shit coming in the motherfucking school with no damn makeup on you in the ninth grade. What? And skirts and fucking halter tops and
That's
shit
the
like
way
that.
Of the world, though. That's what society.
Yeah, but the thing is,
that.
Society
has made that okay.
And,
that's why it's like that.
It's the entertainers, the influencers.
Look at these rappers.
Hell yeah.
Look at what people don't even listen to the lyrics of songs, man. If you listen and you got children, you probably shouldn't let them listen to half of these rappers that's out there now. Mm-hmm. They tell them to go do the wrong thing. Y'all folks is tripping. Be sitting in your car, ride here with your kids in here, listening to this stuff, talking about hoeing, selling dope, shooting somebody, and then when they go do it, you wonder why. Oh, well, why is he doing this? Look at what you've been around. Look at the influence you
all the city girls and City Girls.
What?
But you nurtured him to live. Now we do live in music is very influential, as we know, especially in the black community. Because one thing about it, we the one who made music popping nowhere where we go. All that shit is black shit. So therefore, we are highly influenced by the music. Now, music is also spiritual, and even the Bible will teach you that. When you beat a drum, even when you go to church, shit, you know, they start beating the motherfucking drums fast, and everybody start running around in circles and shit. That shit is influential. So that's why even when you go in a club, you could be chilling, vibing, listen to some R&B, and then Knuck If You Buck come on.
The right song.
The whole vibe change in the club. You get what I'm saying? So people don't understand, like, especially for children who don't understand, who can't, or who aren't mature enough to understand music, they feel like these lifestyles are the way to live. That's why now you got, and then what even kills me more now when it comes to the black community is that a lot of times kids are forced to feel like I have to be a rapper or I have to play sports. It's only two ways out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the point is, what happened to just letting your child develop their own personality?
Well, I can say this. In modern day culture, you have more individuals that are doing that in time than before. The tradition of forcing your children into those things, that's starting to curve.
Yeah.
You're getting these parents now that's, hey, my daughter don't want to do ballerina. She want to go over here and play baseball. And they actually putting their child in that. You know what I mean? And actually letting their child decide and making the actual child life, childhood, I feel better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not, you're not going to look back 15 years later and be like, or the child not going to look back 15 years later and be like, well, I didn't really want to do this, you know, but you made me do this all these years. And that ain't what I really wanted to do the whole time. And it's like they got a resentment. Yeah. And you don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, give them their own free will in a way, but still have the ruins in your hands. You know what I mean?
I agree.
To where you're still in control, but let them, if you know it's something bad, don't let them do it. It's common sense. Like the thing about maturity is you live and you learn. Try by error.
You have the experience to even become mature.
That's why old people have wisdom. They done did everything already, man.
Yeah.
People don't listen to old people. They done did everything. Everything we be talking about, they done already did that. They be giving you the game.
Yeah.
It's just a rerun.
But even when you get to a crackhead, let's say, or somebody, I ain't gonna say a crackhead, let's say somebody on drugs, and somebody on drugs will come to you and say, don't get on drugs. Don't you try this? And you know, you have some people who don't listen and say, or who don't want to hear what's going on. Because sometimes we can listen to some shit, but we ain't hearing what's going on. And they'll say, well, how you gonna tell me that and you on drugs? Do you think a crackhead wants to be a crackhead?
No. Well, no, I can't actually say that. I'm gonna be honest. Let me explain.
But I'm gonna say this though. No, listen how I'm saying.
I'm gonna listen at you.
Listen. The thing is, of course, you try the drug, but it becomes an addiction. The thing is, do you think that people want their families talking about them, people on the street talking about them like a fucking dog, their families fucking counting them out? Do you think people would choose that?
But are you asking about the coherent ones, the ones that went to rehab 5 times?
Yeah,
not those.
The ones that just strictly say, "Nigga, I know what I'm doing."
Okay.
No. The ones who want to try to get off of drugs but never had the support to try to get off.
I agree with that. Now let me say this about people with drugs. Now, my whole thing with the person with the drugs, any drug, no one is holding the gun to their head to do it majority of the time. It's a choice. It all comes down to you choosing, making the right decision. Peer pressure is a thing with kids and everything.
And upbringing.
Of course, I agree, because what a child knows is what you show him.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If they see you in the humping, they're gonna be humping.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't crazy. They see dad end up playing with this white stuff. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna play with it too. You know what I'm saying? They what they see is what they repeat. Monkey see, monkey do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember when we was younger, they used to have
of course.
You remember when we was younger? They had the little white boxes of candy cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
That?
Like you used the kid.
Now think about it now. I used to buy them whole. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in the cop acting like I'm smoking cigarettes.
Hey yo, sure did.
The thing is, though, you know how fucked up these people are. Them are good. You know how fucked up. So what even then they attacked us even then, because why would you put candy cigarettes? Why would you do that? Why would you make?
Hey, then you remember the kind? Remember they had the little blunts, the little colorful blunts, the little blue, red.
They were gone.
They were gone.
Yeah,
They were
them
gone.
hoes too.
Hey, them hoes were good. Especially the blue.
Man, the thing is, man, we live in an era of time now where I would just wish that people let kids be kids, because when I was growing up, my folks let us be kids. We didn't learn the shit that we did.
I can agree. I feel like now it's certain things, kids, people you want to judge. Look at this kid. They a kid.
Well,
like you can't hold a kid to a certain.
My whole thing is this, man. You have to give them the right to their freedom. Even though they're a child, they still should have the right to do what they want to do to an extent. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying let this man or this child stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning and play video games. But no, if he say, Mom, I don't like basketball, I want to try football. You shouldn't make that boy play basketball.
True.
He let you know that ain't his thing.
True.
You know, now at that point, he done made his decision. Now, as a parent, you're either gonna be coherent with your child and understand that he don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? He ain't enjoying this, and let him try that. No matter if he's good or not, if he get enjoyment out of it, so be it.
Yes.
You know that he lived his best life.
Yeah. I would say like this, though, just to add on to it, it's not even if the parent knows they're coherent. They're coherent of it. It's a part of being compromising with it, because some parents live through their kids.
Yeah, I agree.
I
want them to be that.
That's
like
what it is.
What you want?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Nigga,
Joe
Joe
Jackson
Jackson
is the best.
He's the best example.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
A kid into a fucking
With even the issue with the kids when make up the school. These parents, a lot of these mothers are young. These parents are living through their kids. Well, if I was in school, if I could wear this at that time, because when we was in school, it was shit we couldn't wear. And even if mama allowed it, the school wasn't going to allow that shit. So, now it's more lenient now, because one thing about these kids, they give them a lot of rules. I was talking to a teacher. They give them a lot of leeway to do a lot of shit.
You can't even broke the walls down, though.
But see, I was talking to a woman, and she is a teacher. She told me that they have this movement now. Yeah, they got it's right here. They got this woman. They got this school, and the students are at the school now saying they want to be cats, and they wear cat ears, and they want people to call them cats. Now, why the fuck? I ain't gonna say why the fuck. Be the fuck you want to be, okay? But at the same time, sometimes you just got to be real. Like, come on now, a cat. One, why would you want to be a cat? Two. The thing is, if you keep giving all these kids and making them, like I was just watching, if you keep giving all these kids leeway to do what they want to do, that's why they ain't listening to the people who are trying to construct them to what to do for real. The world is not getting better. Shit is getting worse.
I'll say it like this. On the extent of being a parent, you can't give your kids 50% of control these days, because they're watching other kids play with toys. That's how easily they're willing to just be.
They get on that fucking TikTok.
They watch YouTube, bro, of kids playing with toys that they want, but only because that kid's playing with it.
But see, shit, kids ain't playing with toys no more for real.
The basic fucking nature of something we all went through is just on the scale of, bro, if you can find it on TikTok, which adults are on, you can find it on YouTube, which adults are on. Being a kid these days is a fucking thin line between being an adult.
You're right about that. But the thing is,
because of technology. People don't understand technology is so much more advanced than in the 90s and early thousands. I in 2010, an iPhone, a touchscreen phone, people.
I ain't had no iPhone.
Everybody didn't have those.
I had a Droid. Turn that bitch on that bitch that Droid.
People wasn't paying $1,000 for a phone back then.
Damn sure one.
Are you crazy? What's wrong with
And now we live in an era where tonight, if you ain't got no iPhone, niggas will talk about you.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't even gonna say that because Android has stepped their game up. So it's like,
yeah, but no. The thing is, that just show how big of our community are consumer, and to where they condemn each other. Where if you ain't got no iPhone,
bro, that's the same way
you can't be in a group,
brother. That's the influence.
That was us with shoes.
That is the influence. That is
same with shoes.
But that was our era though. Sneakerheads.
Yeah, but today
we was
fucked up.
That at the time. Yeah. You have to understand. At the time, it was not a technology era. It was clothes and shoes and basketball and sport. That's what it was. In this era,
you would get clowned nowadays wearing some of the tight clothes people wore back in the day.
No, nobody wore tight clothes. You wore big clothes.
It's baggy.
Yeah, you wore.
I'm still rocking. I'm still doing it, baby. I'm a 90s baby to the death of me. I'm sorry. Biggie, Tupac, baby. Them folks weren't wearing nut huggers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We don't do that. I ain't wearing no hoochie daddies. I'm sorry.
I probably ain't going no hoochie daddy.
I was on
I don't want you to see
hoochie
if you see my thighs, it's on.
Bro, I was
I want my thighs is on, baby.
I want a hoochie daddy.
Hey, look, as a grown man, I never call my clothes no hoochie daddy.
You know what I'm saying? But
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I wear some shorts, nigga. Yeah,
I've been wearing some shorts.
I'm going to the beach. You bought me these, babe? Bet.
Okay.
I ain't wearing no hoochie shit.
You know the old lady going. The old lady.
I want a hoochie daddy short.
Was a bitch that you.
Now let me say this. Let me say that. You know that old lady get that act right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we ain't even gonna play like we be talking about. We so tough and rough, but that girl look at you crazy. She give you that look. Like you ain't finna get none 3 days, boy. Quit playing.
Oh, you gonna tighten up? You gonna tighten up?
You ain't know why.
I know about that.
I done did laundry, wash dishes. Well, you hear me? Take the kids. Whatever need to be done to get this right.
But you should, and then too, like I said, well, first off, if anybody who's checking in, who's listening in right now, if y'all haven't listened in tonight, we talking about get it off your chest, and each one of us is gonna get something off our chest. I'm gonna go now to you got something you need to get off your chest, no?
I ain't got nothing that I want to get off my chest,
bro. What you got?
Yeah, I got.
I'll go out there,
yo. So I want to say this because we talking about get it off our chest. So for the ladies out there, you know, I'm a man. I'm 29 years old. I don't have any children, so you know, I'm not perfect. But relationships are very funny to me at this point in my life. People seem to can't comprehend what a relationship is, especially when a man is dealing with a female. Emotions get involved for both parties, and people act unlogical is the word. That might not be a real word, but it's the word I'm gonna use. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? People irrational. There we go. You know, people get crazy when intimacy is involved. You know, y'all can have an understanding before things happen, and then they happen, and then after they happen, it turns into something else.
That's why you got to be careful with judging the situation because you don't know how you're gonna react to
it. Comes to judge the character.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I'm so glad as gent you can vouch, Sandra can vouch. Be like, people ask me why when I went through what I went through as a breakup, why I wasn't sleeping around, and that was my main topic. But I'm not trying to draw some type of attention towards myself or feel like I'm misleading the person on to something that I don't want, but she thinking that it's initial to her. So I just rather not be into because I ain't got time for no problem. I ain't got time for no motherfucking money trying to stab me, cut my shit up.
Well, you a humble man. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna stab or bite or nothing me. You know what I'm saying? But you must protect yourself.
Yeah, no, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't got time for the craziness.
A woman that love you, that's a way of showing love. You're gonna do something violent towards me. That you showing me you love me like that.
No, I don't need
that's not a form of love to me.
You right?
You know what I mean? That's on both parts.
Yeah,
on both parts.
No, wait.
Because men that a woman bees. I'm gonna tell you something right now, brother. If she ain't put her hands on you, or she ain't threw no feces on you, brother, keep your hands off of her.
Yeah, it's
for a blank period.
Right. But
if you ain't got enough self-control to do that, you don't need an old lady.
But I feel like this though, bro.
You got your own emotions.
I feel like you got your own problems that you need to figure out. I
feel like women can attain hurt more than me. I feel like if the minute we find out this what we did to a woman's been done on us, a nigga ready to fight a woman. Oh, I'm gonna go beat that bitch down.
This is the thing. I'm gonna tell you why. What my philosophy on that is. One thing, women loyalty is, and this is where you get into energy.
They loyalty now.
Loyalty is a feminine trait.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you this. Men weren't initially loyal.
I agree.
Okay, so when you get to women could. That's why when you get a woman, if a woman cheat on you, that's a woman gonna cheat on you, and it hurt men more because we know if you gonna step out this, you feel some type of way about this motherfucker to do that. For men, we can step outside of a motherfucker and it don't be no feelings.
I got a question. I have a question.
That's it.
I got one question, bro.
Go ahead.
So what is it when that woman, see, now hold on. I got to put this on. This is my auntie right here. She watching my live.
Come on, ain't it?
She listen to that show. I'm a rap for you, auntie. I'm gonna read it out.
Come on.
No women are emotional creatures.
What?
I disagree.
I disagree too.
I disagree.
Women are that. That is
Very.
exactly that. You heard the man say loyalty. That is an emotional trait.
There you go.
What are you talking about? You know what I mean? What is wrong with y'all women, man?
Because he's speaking some
You,
shit.
baby,
now.
you speaking. You talking about your character.
That right.
Who you are.
But
Women are
now-
emotional. Women will make a man get emotional.
What?
You give him a little patch of that hair, and you ain't seen a man lose it. He see you with another man, he can't control himself. What do you mean? You're the most powerfulest thing to a man.
Come on now.
You can manipulate this man. You can control him. I hate to say it.
No, it's
Look
true.
how they
You
make
can-
this man lose himself.
That P is power, baby.
I just
Her
told
Rocco
somebody,
saying
and which
power
we
with
had
P.
on my
You
show
hear me?
before. We had a conversation, and I told him, I said,
yes.
women are the brains, and the men are the muscle.
Oh, most definitely.
And when you get at you right 100% on exactly what you just said. The thing with women is, thing with men is, and that's why a lot of men now are going to the streets, because you got a lot of women who live in this city girl lifestyle. So they feel like, I want a man that look like that. That show how influential women is. So when you got a 60-year-old boy who feel like, I gotta go to the street to sell dope because that's how I'm gonna get girls.
Oh no, man. He got that. No, let me say
But
this.
that show how big
That's his
influential
perception.
is.
That's his
women
perception.
is.
When this is the thing about it.
That's the image that everybody got.
It's just like a kid looking up to
Suki
you.
on it. Did you see that video with
It's
Suki?
it once again goes into influence.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's
That
what
shit
it goes
blew me,
back
my
to.
nigga.
Influence.
With the
That
mansion.
shit- that shit blew me.
Blew me too, dog.
You ain't your own man yet.
Man,
Something wrong.
check this out, man.
Something wrong.
Hold
Go
up,
ahead,
hold
go
up,
ahead.
brother. Hold up, brother.
Something wrong.
I see a 35-year-old man join the game. You hear me?
Oh man.
What the hell?
Better
You
get it.
35 years old, you just not elected to do this. Oh, you ain't figured it out yet.
You should be leaving it.
Huh?
Listen,
You should
I
be.
just told
You
him-
is retired.
Listen, I just told a woman last show, I said, we were talking about dudes in the street. I said, I understand why people are in the street, especially in the culture that I'm in, too. It gives you free will to do whatever, but you better know the consequences. God don't protect stupid. And so I said, I feel like street niggas, a lot of times, they are followers.
I'm
And
gonna
she
say
said-
this. I'm gonna say this.
But hold on. And I said, she said, well, why you said that? I said, because now some of them, they feel like I ain't got no other option. This is the easiest thing to do. I get that 100%.
So I'm doing it.
You
for
got to
the
do it.
image.
And then
That's
and
all
that
they
is
doing for
called
the
a
image.
follower.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
what he is. He following the lifestyle.
I'm
He's-
following lifestyle. And these women, they be wanting something different, but you want a follower?
rappers are the
Followers.
biggest influence to that right there.
Hell
They
yeah.
speak of, I sell pounds and I got M's and I do this, you can do it too. People listen to this, people listen. Children are listening that these people tell them that.
I say,
Then they get it in their mind. They get the concept that they can do it. And it don't go like that.
true.
I'm gonna tell you
Go ahead
somebody.
and answer the question, baby.
I'm gonna tell you somebody. Give me a second. I got you right now, Auntie. Hold on. A drug dealer. A drug dealer. Nah, if you go and ask this man, 9 out of 10 times, half of them sell drugs because they came up in poverty. That's what they were shown. That's what they know.
True.
They are accustomed to this lifestyle of seeing people do this. Those people are their heroes. Just like people, I want to be Michael Jordan. No, I wanted to be, I'm gonna tell you something, rip my hood right now. I wanted to be Luke Kane, aka Mr. Everything, when I was coming up. I don't know if people know who this is. This man sitting in prison right now today. But when I was coming up, that was the baddest man in the world. Man had the best cars, golds in his mouth, money in his pocket. Go at the time. This is in the early thousands, people. California was a dream to me. This man going to California and other places I only dreamed of at the time. This is a hero to me. Then people don't even understand this with influence. We're gonna go to parents raising children. How the statistic of the percentage of children going to prisons and jail goes up when just one parent is raising a child. These people are having all these kids. Baby daddy ain't no husband and wife no more. You don't hear that. Co-parenting.
Pete just said on her way.
Co-parenting. What is that? It used to be the same house, even if they ain't like each other. You hear me?
Oh, but
I done seen them sleep in different rooms and still raise them
But
children.
let's get into that too now. Because even when you get into that, you got to understand, you got to accept the fact that different times. But no. It ain't even about different times play a part, but also too. Now let's be real. We didn't have social media. Now just because granddaddy was in the house for X amount of years, don't mean that granddaddy ain't had kids around the corner.
Oh, you know what time it is, and that's back in the day.
Men cheated as much as they do
women
now.
Depended on men more, and during those
men
times.
only picked up the weight to what they could take care of.
Exactly.
Granddaddy was out. He was paying motherfucking Miss Celia night bills around the corner. We ain't know shit about that shit. But we knew that, okay, well, he might not be doing with them kids, but them kids kind of look like my auntie. Oh, nigga, cause them your cousins.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, women didn't go back and forth. Back in the day, man, especially up north, they used to have these parties. And also, I think Betty Wright talked about it one time in her song, but I was doing research. You know me, I love Black history.
Oh, she said, add me.
People talk about
how you add.
People have events, and if they knew you was finna get divorced, they gonna have a party to keep y'all together.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
yes, sir.
Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, people understand one thing, especially as a Black man, men has this whole monogamy thing is new.
Yeah. Well, this is modern. Now let me say this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, brother.
Is you there?
Okay,
hold on, wait. Hold on. Go ahead. And then we're gonna put her in.
Yeah, this is
hold on. This is Auntie.
This Auntie.
Finish your comment. I'm gonna introduce her on.
Okay. So we Auntie, I'm on a talk show that my friend, one of my best friends, invited me on. This man, I call him Jen. He is the host of this radio show. He want to bring you on the show right now. So he's gonna introduce you. You can talk to Jen. He can hear you loud and clear.
What's up? Hey, Auntie, how you doing? I'm doing well. Look, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put the mic up to you so they can hear what you got to say real quick.
I want to touch on 3 y'all subjects that y'all was talking about.
Okay.
First, it's about the intimacy. Y'all, I forgot to put a period. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of up under the weather right now. But I was saying, no, you can't be intimate with a woman and not expect for her to attach emotions, because we're emotional creatures, right?
Right.
We're starving for that attention, right?
Right.
And like, okay, so when you have sex with a person, you're putting you are giving yourself and you're adding to what kind of energy they have inside them, right? So you may not reciprocate that same feeling for that woman, but you don't know what her emotion is, right?
Right.
So the more you talk to a woman and the more you go, you guys, I'm not saying you guys, but guys may talk to a woman just like trying to be intimate with her, right? Not having no real purpose of being with that woman. But any woman that is seeking a man is seeking a mate, right?
Right.
So whatever we got to do to be with you or whatever, we're going to do it. So once you are intimate with that lady after a long period of time, you consummate her feelings towards you. You give her that energy. So therefore, when y'all talking about cutting, biting and stuff, I never did it. I am a fighter, not for me like that. But when y'all talking about that, I mean, it's emotional because y'all don't listen to what you're telling us in order to achieve the sex, right? Y'all just be saying anything to get it, right? But you don't know this woman is holding on to your every word, right? So that's why the emotions become so high with a woman and a man. When you think, okay, I'm just gonna hit it and quit. No, you can't do that. If you just gonna hit it and quit, don't text me. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me all these nothing. Don't buy me no gas. Don't try to steal my car. Don't take me out to eat.
Yeah, I see how
Don't do all that stuff. Just straight to the point. Like, hey, I want to have sex with you. That's it. Okay, let her decide on it. But once y'all start sending all these false signals, that's when emotions get involved, and that's when you kill everything. 2, back to what my nephew was saying.
Hold on, Auntie. Hold on, Auntie. Can I say something to what you just said real quick, right? That's when we go into we have to take accountability. As women have always been known to have female intuition.
I agree.
If you can feel that the energy that nigga ain't giving you is right, then we need to make sure more women take heed to that energy. To know, like, he ain't trying to give me the same thing. One thing about it, I don't give one thing about it, no matter how good your sex is, it ain't necessarily gonna kill a man.
Every man knows his intentions before he get with a woman.
That's true.
So you already know if you're gonna be that dog or you're gonna be her knight in shining armor. But already,
but let me tell you
You know
though.
it can change.
Yeah, it can definitely change. It can definitely
because
change.
emotion. Women say that men are not emotional. That is a lie.
Men are just as emotional as women.
Of course, we just have unorthodox ways of showing it.
Yes.
We act crazy.
Hold on. So hold on. Let me. So Auntie, go ahead. Get to your. Let's look. I want to hear your second.
We are nurturers, right?
True.
So even though we are natural nurturers, right? Because we're the one who nurture the babies, right?
Right.
And it's sad. We're nurturers. Though you see all these red signs, I'm speaking from experience, right?
Right.
There's a little piece of hope in your heart that not only sex, what you do for that person, the emotions that you give to them, like it can be anything that you're doing for that person will slightly help that person change to choose you.
Right.
That's the sad truth. But like you said, women have to be held accountable. Now, for instance, like you said, we have to be accountable.
But
now,
men do too.
Now, if you know you got this dude, and he got 10 other females, you know you just another number, right?
Right.
But say, for instance, you get a lady that's a girl that's not really into the streets. You're in the streets and she's in the house, right? She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand that part of you that's in the streets. She trying her best, like in her mind, I'm a good girl, he's not doing this, right? But all the girls in the streets know that you're doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're just another, a pun. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get off you and keep it moving. Meanwhile, this so-called good girl is in the home praying that, you know what I'm saying, that you want to win for her. So that's how I go. And I'm telling you from experience. Though we see it, but so many women hold on to that hope of a man changing. But back to what my nephew was saying about you are a product of what you see, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I lived in Pensacola for a short period of time, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it was like a year. I lived in 1918, right? It's okay, right? But I lived in a section where there was nothing but homeless people. Now, I'm from Alabama, and I've been in Georgia for like 8 years, right? So I took my kids to Georgia because, like my nephew was saying, I didn't want them to idolize these people riding and blocking all day long. You know, never leave the city or nothing like that. So I left. I was the only one of my mom's kids. I'm the baby of the family, actually, who lived out of the state, right, in a whole other state. Because I wanted my kids to be a product of what they see in a good sense, not in a bad sense. You know what I mean?
Right. I know what you mean.
The third thing I want to touch on is that when you talk about those parties, dog, they say go apart and try to help you. Very right. Try to help you stay together. You know, that's what the older people used to do, and it goes back to the emotions that we were talking about in the first part of the segment. The emotions of a female is that, a long
Auntie,
time
let me
ago
say
they'll
something.
say that.
Auntie, can I say something? Okay, hold on. I want to speak on that right there. So I feel like in modern day, in society, with the generations, people don't put the work into their relationships like they used to do in those times. People ain't putting the effort into it. They think they know what love is, and everybody is going. I don't want you to jump on me, so I'm gonna say it correctly. Everybody had their own belief of love and definitions of words. They're gonna mean different to everyone. So it's like I can say I love someone, and it can be a totally different manner than her, you, him. You know what I mean? And
you're right.
No one is wrong. You're all entitled to your opinion of everything.
Yep.
So
you're right.
because someone believes in something doesn't necessarily make it wrong. Because you don't believe in it, don't mean it's wrong.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people do this all the time.
I'll put it like this. The only way I believe something
So
is if you can't take it back.
That's true.
You can't take the same energy you're giving me, the same actions you're giving me. My nigga, you're wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it also says treat as you want to be treated.
Yeah.
So if you treat me like I'm a dog,
I'm gonna treat you like a bitch.
you know what it is. Hey, Auntie T, he do you want to get on the actual radio show itself? Okay. I agree.
Like somebody was just saying, you got him, he there for the children, right? And the people say, oh, she a good woman. Y'all ever heard older people say, oh, that's a good guy, he's a good woman. But meanwhile, Granddad got my 15 children on the outside. That ain't no good woman. She did what she had to do in order to make sure her children were straight.
And then you too, you got to look at even the fact that when you hear the stories about grandparents, they say stuff like, "Oh, granddad ain't really talk much. Granddad was mean. Granddad was this," because granddad had no emotional ties to us like that, like grandmama did.
Yeah.
Granddad was already somewhere else because he already had another life, or he felt like I was forcing this relationship because I had kids with her.
Well, I'm gonna say this: you have some that are truly. I'm gonna say love was real. Yeah. Back in those. Oh, more. Let me not say that. Let me.
Love was real, but it was
stronger.
It was more transparent.
It was.
You didn't have all the blurriness around your life.
It's transparent now. It's just you accept it.
Not even that, brother. You want to know? You want to know?
Hide from something that you see.
You want to know something? But you can cloud your vision.
That's what I said. It's up to you to accept.
People cloud their vision.
If you want to put the over your face, then do that.
You want to know? You want to know something that people don't realize, and it's play a big role in life right now today. Technology. Listen, 20 years ago, when I was a child and I thought about a girl or a woman at that time, whatever phrase you want to put it in, I didn't have a damn computer or a phone to pick up and get on Facebook and just hit her up. If I ain't have a number, that it wasn't nothing.
You better call after 9.
You feel and hope.
Oh yeah, and now
she
it's
got
free.
the phone and hope her mama don't got the other one in her room tapping the call. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm talking nasty. You know what I mean? You know, but that ain't life no more. That's not how. Times have changed.
Hey, I was just in the DM shit.
You know, so prime example. Y'all spoke of this earlier. How children, technology, how social media plays a big phase in children's life now. What child you don't know ain't got an Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook and don't communicate and have friends on there? They don't go to parks and arcades and the skating range and the movies no more. They don't do that no more. Oh, I hit them up on Snap. I Facebook Live.
On the video,
you know what I mean? On whatever. The games have gotten out of control. Kids don't know how to play sports no more because they too busy in there pressing buttons. They don't want to take the trash out. You know what used to happen to me when I didn't take the trash out? She gonna say it one time. The next time, something gonna be flying in there. You feel me?
Your mom used to tell you to take that meat out.
Oh,
you
man.
used to wait, and then you get that car pulling up, and you got to break your neck to go.
Oh, brother, it was the trash. It was the trash for me. I said, hey, what? She'd tell me in the morning to take it out. I get home from school, get right on the game. Don't do no homework or nothing. I got about 4 or 5 hours just to get it done.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. Shit, I hear that door open. Reality hit. Oh boy. Boy, I done played. And I can't be the tools, you feel me? Ain't like
we don't even have those, we don't have those women and those leaders in our community that had us even fearful of that no more.
Because society has taken the right for people to discipline their children.
That is true.
Society has took that away from
because
them.
society is now whitewashed.
It is not okay for you to discipline your children no more.
I gotta ask what generation of kids we talking about right now. Because like the little niggas right under us are just ignorant. Then the ones under them are parented by the ones that are right under us. So
it's because it's I agree.
Millennium baby, yeah, they different.
Now let me say this. I'm gonna say this. I feel like every generation has had their damn foods.
Of course.
But as time has progressed, this stuff these people on nowadays, man. Let me tell you something. You ain't here 20 years ago, no boy running up in no school with no gun. Talking about somebody was bullying him and he killing folks. They wasn't doing that. Now back when I'm coming up, you gonna get bullied until you can learn how to stand up and pitch your 10 toes down. You might get your ass whooped, but learn something. Respect for yourself. You feel me? That's what it was back in the day. That's how I used to go. Now I don't know what's these kids are.
Back in the day, you ain't have people talking about suicide and all that.
Society.
What did we have back in the day?
No, it just wasn't as recognized.
Big homies back in the
day. It wasn't as recognized as now.
You had somebody who made sure your mind was straight back in the day, even if it was just your teacher.
Even if it was your friend.
Bro, we didn't have that many, like he said, suicides and all the negativity shit, like that's intense. We don't have older role models telling the little kids.
All across the board.
You right.
There's no levels to this shit no more.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
That's why I said,
well,
like,
what
generation of kids are you getting?
What it is, listen, let me explain something to you. The 70s, when crack cocaine, late 70s, early 80s, late 70s. You know what I mean? When this hit, the generation of parenting changed then. You had so many parents at that time that were, how many crack babies do you know? Oh, people at that time who people were on crack or some of that or heroin. Period. They were doing drugs. That was that era. And at that time, you had this next generation come. These parents, and they got out of hand.
Hey, what's up, boy?
They started getting out of hand. You know what I mean? And it turned into another thing. And that's what you get. You get society bragging. The government did that. For y'all who don't know, they win both ways with the drugs, y'all. They get them here, then they lock your ass up for them.
Well, see, the thing is when you get into that, each set period of time has what you call we have
it ain't drugs, that's guns.
A revolutionary period, right?
It ain't drugs, it's guns in this revolution.
Right. And so
guns is the thing to have.
60s,
yep.
We had
everybody
anytime they find a black
now.
messiah, they're gonna take you out.
Oh yeah.
So back in the 50s, 40s, well, back in the even before then, we had a lot of lynches. Even in Pensacola, Florida, we had a lot of lynches of people who were standing up for what's right. They don't like to talk about them, but they did because a lot of them work from Alabama. But a lot of our people work from Alabama.
They migrated over here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Then because Pensacola was a flourishing place for black people to stay into the Jim Crow era. So when that happened, and all across the world, when Jim Crow really took its effect to a lot of things. Okay, you have people like MLK. You have people like fucking Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
They took them out. When we have a revolutionary, they're gonna take you out. So they're gonna find something though, because they do that with fear. Now they do that with fear because people have been taught that fear, that death is the end of stuff. So it makes you fear. You get what I'm saying? So people don't want to stand up for themselves no more. They're scared.
Okay, now?
So then when the 80s come around, that's when they bought the drugs.
Oh
Okay?
man.
So we're gonna get the drugs to take them out now. And that's what the drugs did. Now we live in an era and it's the music and the guns.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the influence. Once again, we're gonna go back to that word, influence. That is what it is.
But you know
what?
Michael Jordan was by influence, y'all.
Antonio on the comedy show with hold it down from a dog.
Influence comes from the way you think too. So to be an open-minded child versus a closed-minded child, that's your environment helps that 50%.
You are what you know. If I pick,
you consume what you
closed-minded.
Hey,
exactly.
No, because you could be in the projects and be open-minded.
Hey, Jen.
I agree. I do agree.
You don't have to be a product of your environment.
But
it's a
comes,
choice.
it comes to the character.
Hey, no, nigga. That's the point of the parents that we had before our parents. Nigga, our grandparents had a choice.
My mama was closed-minded.
Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen.
Not our parents, nigga. Our parents are.
Jen, I say this with all due respect y'all saying. Been my friend all my life, right? Ask them how much they talk about dumb stuff. Oh, nah, y'all go ahead. I'm cool.
You ain't never do.
But I know that about you anyway, though.
But he's always, man. listen, man. What that was? We about 6, 7. I don't know. We was young, y'all. But the man beat me up. Him and his cousin jumped me. They my best friend right now. I'm almost there.
One thing about me, my cousin,
These my best friends to this day. You feel me? To this day, man. Now listen, let me explain something to you about this man that's sitting right here. Now we talking about going and breaking the knee for houses, doing all this stuff we ain't had no business doing. The whole time I've been coming up, there been the one man that's like, oh, we finna go do this right here. All right, y'all holler when y'all get back. He ain't never been on. But nobody bring foolishness to that man because they know that's how he always been. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like nature. People who can't swim, guess what they don't do? They don't go to the water. They know they can't swim. You know what I mean? So it's like
he got sent.
People that
exactly.
Yeah.
But
to deal with him,
use that, I got you.
But for him to be of that pedigree, it makes you have to have sense too to deal with him.
Exactly.
You can't come with foolishness.
He got it in him.
He bring it at you.
Yeah.
In a low-key way. Because you can't come to him on nothing dumb.
No, can't get mad.
He ain't on it. The man, you know he's not on it. Yeah. Man, if I know you don't eat rice, I ain't gonna cook it when you come to dinner. You hear me? It don't make no sense.
Y'all finna see a different side of it.
I know you don't eat it. Yeah. That's like a slap in the face. Hey man, come to my dinner. You tell me you don't eat rice, but that's what the hell I'm cooking. Who the hell do that? That's like an insult to the man. You know what I mean?
So he got to be a strong-minded individual to stick to himself and still remain it. Because so many people
nowadays,
we
cooking live main that night. That we gonna have.
So many people nowadays are trying to fit in with the am I gonna stick out or they gonna still like me the way they like me now?
Well, that's your character.
Yeah,
that makes you who you are.
The thing is though, and this is where, and one thing about me, we've been cool for a very, very long time. One thing about me is, man, I never tried to fit in with nobody. I've always been different. I've always been a different nigga. I've always been different. I've been different, and when I got older, I just thought I had to accept certain things, and it made me look at the Black community as a whole. That's when you get into. I don't know if y'all saw the recent interview with Lil Boosie. What was it, Lil Boosie? Talking about black on black crime. Why he don't support the Black Lives Matter movement because black on black crime we do X, Y, Z. First of all, I hate when people say that. Black on black crime and the Black Lives Matter movement, that is totally different.
Two separate things.
But you know what?
Black crime,
but you know what killed me with that?
It's about intention.
But here go my thing. You say that, but half of your music, what is half your music about?
But half your music is the reason why black on black crime is fucking relevant.
What you think set it off?
The word influence. The man is influential. Nah, in the 02, 03, 04, Boosie was telling you to shoot him up. If y'all remember now. If you was really thinking in the street,
that was balanced.
Don't forget the Jeezy too, though. Jeezy telling you to move them bricks. He ain't telling you to pick up the gun. He wants to sell the dope.
But he told his son to go to cop.
And Beyonce telling you if your ass ain't fat, you can't do nothing, girl.
And then you got Gucci Man talking about some.
Gucci telling you to fill the trash can over crack.
You know he telling you to shoot too. Gucci Man telling you to shoot.
The thing is, it ain't about killing. The thing is, think what comes with selling dope. My daddy was a big time fucking drug dealer. I remember when my daddy motherfucker got caught. He was on CNN. I was going to the 5th grade.
The influence.
And I was the influence. But the thing is, my dad was selling dope. People not telling you, oh, well, you gonna go to Judge Shaffer gave my dad a life. That was his first time ever going to fucking jail.
She retired.
Yeah.
Just
and they had to go because the time was cool. They appealed it. And, you know, my daddy gave shout out to one thing I believe everybody keeps saying Barack Obama, black Barack Obama is white me. But when he passed the whole first time offenders law, my dad was able to come home. You get what I'm saying? But he spent 16 years of his life away. Yeah. So for me, I didn't grow up with my dad. I grew up with his family though. I'm actually closer to his family than I am with him. But that's still my, man, my dad, we cook. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But there still is a difference in the connection. You get what I'm saying?
The relationship is different.
The thing even with selling dope, you can sell dope, but people don't take the consequences to no jealous ass nigga. When you selling dope and making more money than him, you still can die.
I want to say this though, because I'm gonna speak, man. Because for y'all who don't know, man, I'd have been to prison. I just did an old 9-piece. You hear me? All 10. Now let me tell you something. Now I'm a man that took mine on the chin. I ain't telling my homeboy. Now this is my thing. Yeah, I knew you want to know why? I didn't. And for you criminals out there that's listening, y'all stop playing because you need to listen to this. This is a real valuable lesson to what you do, and just think about who you around and what you're gonna do. You know the consequence of something before you do it, regardless of what it is. That's why I say choices are important. So I sit here and see people. I went to prison. I caught 10 years. You know what I mean? Are y'all people crazy? I made a bad choice. So guess what? I live with that every day. Society don't let me forget it. You feel me? I can't get jobs certain places. I'm a hardworking man. I can't get a job because of something I did 12 years ago that I can't get forgiven of. You see what I'm saying? But these are tricks for the world. Let me not say the world, the society we live in. You feel me?
I'm with you 100% up on that. We got TT.
I'm not going to be on camera.
That's old stepmama Nisi.
No, I'm with you 100% on that.
Stepmama Nisi, you come here smelling like $1 million. What you got going on?
Yeah, as a black man.
Hey, you want to go ahead?
I witnessed my father go through that. You know what I'm saying? And so one thing about it, I even had a conversation with my aunt recently about my grandmother. I know that he's the black sheep in the family. For him, and even people feel like I should feel that way about my dad. But one thing is he never knew his father. So like we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
he saw in the community that he grew up in, this is what it was to be a man.
That was his influence.
That was his influence.
Life is based on repetition. Children pick up on everything they see. Once again, like I say, society has been set up, especially for black people. They put us in poverty, folks. Do y'all understand? It's supposed to be a revolving door. You're supposed to stay in poverty.
Right.
Even though times have changed, they don't want your status to change.
Right.
So people, black people, please be not only smart but wise. Obtain knowledge. Act like you know something. Apply it to everyday life. Don't just learn it. Use it. You feel me? Because people kill me with this. They learn stuff. I learned this, y'all, and I can say this. I ain't no more, but I used to be. The definition of criminally insane. That means that you do the same crime twice and you expect a different outcome. Life is based on trial by error. To where if you experience something and it does not work out for you, did you learn from the actual mistake of what happened or the error in it? And you know that the next time that situation comes around to move differently and act accordingly. You know what I mean? And I don't think that people comprehend that in modern day now. And it really...
They don't, man. They don't. This is my first time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And how you say what?
I'm 29.
Okay. I'm 31. So we grew up around the same era.
Yes, sir.
And so you think how I think. That's why
I do agree.
A lot of stuff with what you're saying right now.
I do agree.
The thing is, one thing I was watching, I follow it, and some of y'all don't. Y'all might not agree with Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Diddy, Dad, what the fuck you want to be. I follow him. He got a thing that he do every year called the Revolt. And he have like seminars, and he have entrepreneurs and stuff coming. I have an app on my phone. I watch it. I watch all kinds of stuff with black entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And one thing Walker said when he was at the convention, he spoke. Thing is holding on to our morals, but at the same time, you have to update yourself with what's going on because they will put you in a fucking museum, and nobody will come and see you. You be old. The thing is, we have to learn to adapt to overcome, but don't forget where you come from and who you are.
It's called compromise.
Compromise.
You must be able to take your morals and principles that you learn in a different era and apply them to everyday life. Times change, things change, society change, acceptance and denial changes. It comes with time, as in anything else. People kill me with love. Love ain't something that just, it ain't a light switch, man. It don't happen. You just don't turn it on and off. You have to literally, you have to grow into it. That is literally what you have to spend so much time with something. It ain't got to be a person now. People are in love with things. Don't get it confused. You feel me? People in love with things too. That's materialistic. But you can be in love with things. All right. And also people. But you have to put the time, the investment of time into it. You feel me? People so busy chasing money. Let me explain something to you that I learned in my life. I ain't been rich, but I've had over 150 grand. I'm from the hood, y'all. That was a lot of money for me. I live like a millionaire. Yeah. And people don't understand this, though. Life, as we experience it in itself, teaches you the lessons of it in itself. You must be able to take the wisdom of that and apply it to everyday life and pass it on and make sure that your kids and children comprehend that.
Is it safe to say we got brainwashed with the we got brainwashed with the we got brainwashed with the word lose in every situation. Instead of taking the L and calling it a loss, take it as a lesson. You learn. But you don't realize you're in a pattern of your own fuck ups until you're willing to learn. You can't win until you lose. In no sport, no aspect of life, you got to learn how to lose.
But the problem with that is the construction of the mind. If you're not raised to think like that,
nobody is.
Slavery plays a big part in that. We came from our own ways. They put us on a ship, or our ancestors rather, and brought everything that they knew. They beat. They ain't teach. They beat into them. The ones who want, if you don't want to learn it, oh, you go learn it. And they got smart. They stopped killing them.
Yeah, and it wasn't because it wasn't always beat. It was sometimes giving you an option. Like,
Do you want your wife and children to be here with you, or do you want to send you out with Mississippi and you in Missouri?
But the thing is, they did anyway.
Exactly, but it's just it's the manipulation of the mind at the time to get what they want out of it.
And that is how they beat.
Now let me tell you something. I'm glad I wasn't born in that era. I've been Kunta Kinte. Maybe not live 3 times over. It's possible. I just know I was the one that was running, y'all. I kept running. I kept trying. I don't know nothing about no late hours.
That probably might need to be fucking
Bro, I hate that debate on this topic. I just had this debate probably about 3 months ago at work, bro. Like, one dude was like, "You can't say you would have ran away. You talking like you got your freedom now for back then." It's like, no, I'm talking like I got the heart from now for back then.
There you go.
And it got shit to do with my mentality. It's like, bro, if I don't like it, I'm gonna get away.
There you go.
A sister from Africa made a video, and she said, "We flock to the things that are more comfortable to us. We flock to the things. So if you're doing a job in this job, he's like, damn, I just can't get this with this job. It's because it ain't for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I get this one thing and I'm doing this one thing, I'm running this one business, I'm doing this, and this is what's good for me. I'm real easy with it because it's already in my DNA from people who came before me. This is what they was doing, and this is why it's easier for me. So if I tell you, because you got some people who say that, and one thing I'm gonna say this, I believe that Jesus is real. You know, people don't think I do. I just don't believe he's real like he was taught to us originally. And so when you get to that and you realize that, okay, things are a bit different when you educate yourself because they taught you not to question God for so fucking long. Why would I question somebody who loved me unconditionally? And I'm trying to know the truth to better myself.
You have the right to ask that question.
I have the right to ask that question. So you have to. The thing is, we have to start educating each other. Have to start educating things that we fall for. I had a conversation with a white dude on my job today, and he said he's a ordained minister, and I said, well, do you believe that Christianity is the only way to get to heaven? He said, yes.
No, he's wrong. That's his belief. Everyone's entitled to their belief. As long as you believe in a higher power people, then you praying to a God.
Yeah. I said, well, I feel like everybody who, and I told him this, I said, I feel like people who believe that Christianity is the only way to get to heaven, you don't know God.
No.
Because God made all ethnicities of people who go through all different type of backgrounds of how to get to God. And you mean to tell me that this is the only way when you have people who never even heard about Christianity?
Because man has made that.
I can't get offended by people like that no more due to the fact that I gotta understand if you go to China, bro, they'll tell you the same thing about Buddha. That's how like
that's their culture.
And then that's half hope too.
But then too, you gotta hope and reincarnation.
And literally tradition being told, speak it onto your neighbor and shit like that. That's in every religion.
The goal is to be
that is faith.
Like.
That is faith.
All bundled up.
It teaches you hope is faith. As long as you have that, you believing in a God. If you hope, I hope. You.
That's like when spirituality became a trend, is what I like to call it, because it's been around since our parents were fucking young.
It's a trend for some people.
It's a trend for some, and for others that jumped on when it became popular and made it an actual lifestyle, it's a part of your life now.
Yeah.
But for people that been like that since they were kids, bro, that's life.
Yeah.
Like you're using energy for feelings.
Yeah.
Same word.
But the thing is, I don't knock those people because I'm glad that you figured it out now. A lot of times, and I'm gonna say his name on my shit because people don't agree with Tony Walker say all the time. I don't agree with that nigga say all the time. But at the same time, I'm gonna give respect to a motherfucker who went out and got research for themselves.
Yeah.
The point of being, well, a lot of people we get to this point, people say, I can't stand nobody who woke. Okay, I get you, but at the same time, I respect the motherfucker who said, you know what, I'm questioning this, so I'm gonna go do research on myself because I think for myself.
Because he's his own man.
He his own man.
What's wrong with that? Okay, that's it.
But is it more so that they don't like people that's woke by title because of how memes and fucking social media made some out to be? Because some were trolls. Then you have the ideal of, is it the word woke or is it the fact that you feel dumb compared to a conversation we're having?
No, it's society of being an outcast.
Yeah.
Everybody
they shun people that obtain knowledge on their own. They say you're wrong for actually researching something yourself. You supposed to take this. You supposed to take this man word that looked this up 15 years ago. You ain't supposed to question.
What is the definition of a fact? Just a general fucking agreement.
Two definitions change.
And boy, all the time.
That's it.
All the time.
According to culture, definition also
laws,
change
nigga.
According to laws, the definition change, which is a part of culture, and definition change because of time.
I'm gonna be honest.
Why are we talking about shit that happened back to Moses in fucking 2022?
I agree.
What are we talking about now? Or give us the point and why Moses went through what he went through so we can learn how to utilize that tool now.
I believe they tell the story to get the principles and morals.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
a guide.
That's it. It's just
like everybody goes through fucking tests.
You gotta point it out though.
But that's where. Hold on now. This is
it's up to you.
Society
to get that.
has got it.
My view.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I can say that due to the way that we were taught.
Society has made it that because of, you know who's supposed to teach you that? The way society has it, but they ain't doing this correctly. A preacher. A preacher is the one that's supposed to decipher the Bible for you. He's supposed to break it down to something that you can understand as a daily language. That is his job.
That's why I said it varies, because you have to be able to speak it for everybody in their own way.
It's
not the same shit for us.
It's been manipulated. It's been guidelines. It's been guidelines put on it.
Same principle, same moral.
It's
different fucking thing.
It's been guidelines put on it. It's man-made. That's where religion comes into play.
To
Catholics believe in this, but Muslims don't.
Yep.
Christians believe in this, but Baptists don't. That's where the religions come. That's where the diversity comes into it. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's like the military.
Oh
yeah, it's just like the military. Chinese military, American military.
Oh yeah.
All they, from a fucking job to the career day at school, bro, it's all a brainwash to manipulate you for an 8-hour life of being an adult from a kid.
And then that's when you get into those.
It's set up too similar for you not to see it.
I got a question. They have manipulated the human species to believe that we live on a 24-hour time basis.
Mm-hmm.
People.
And we use the same terms of Monday, Sunday, because the first day of the week is really Sunday.
Exactly.
Sunday through Saturday, every damn week. But I'm getting older, but I'm using the same days of the week.
Because we have been manipulated. That's what we've been taught.
How many words been added to the dictionary since we were probably in 6th grade?
Well, how many words in the definition has changed
since that time?
Literally.
That is the actual.
Bro, I offended somebody by saying I tolerate your bullshit sometimes. I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be accepted. There's a difference. Wait, whoa. For a reason. Like, you know, you tolerate in the context is, damn it, I can't fucking tolerate you.
Or I love you enough
to tolerate your stupidity.
Tolerate your shit, but that don't mean I agree with it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
but the word tolerate itself is what offended that person. I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be accepted.
Oh,
baby. Nobody accepts anybody 100%. Exactly. I put up with some bullshit, which is 75% of you, out of toleration and love.
There you go.
That's the feeling to block the bullshit that I would logically say fuck you to.
Now, this is the problem with the world I see now. People, humans, all us, all colors, race, we ain't got soft. You can't take constructive criticism. Everybody gotta say.
Wait, nigga, we got percentage this shit. We got percentage it.
What you talking about?
Majority. You can't say nothing to nobody no more. If you say somebody's gay, you're homophobic.
Yeah.
If you say you don't like a white man, you're racist.
But that's a new fucking statement for me, bro. It is, because I've been told that too many times in recent years. You so sensitive, nigga. My words punching you?
No, but if it seems like your statement is made out of hate.
What the fuck does that look like if I'm just being me?
Hate looks No.
Thank you.
No,
You just did it, nigga.
no.
You know me, so you know I don't mean nothing ill with it.
I know
exactly.
But you had to learn that the same way they do.
Exactly.
But if you choose not to, nigga, nigga, you ain't asked me to change.
I agree.
You didn't say I hurt your feelings.
No,
it can happen, but he
one thing about me, we can go back and forth because I know how to handle you, know how to handle me.
Yeah.
Everybody not like that.
But nigga, when we
they're not wrong for that.
No.
When we met, nigga, we either agreed on the topic in the morning or we disagreed. If we disagreed, it didn't turn into an argument.
Because y'all are okay with disagreeing with
that goes
something.
to the topic.
A lot of
but
people,
that goes to that topic that you gave me. Male feelings are way different. They're programmed to be black and white. It's very simple.
Very.
Alpha.
A woman will take the way I just said that shit and be like, "Why is there so much bass in your voice? Because I got an Adam's apple." Like I don't know.
Alpha male. You're programmed to be that man. You're programmed to take hold.
It's just a question I had on my last show with the women. What is an alpha male?
It's whatever your definition of a leader is. An alpha is nothing more than a leader.
So do y'all not know? Okay, and this is what education, and this is what the women educate me on, but I've been educating myself on when it comes to masculine and feminine energy because we are going on both energies.
Literally.
Okay.
On both sides.
So you have to respect both energies.
Yeah, you're right.
So sometimes you have a lot of men. This whole alpha thing turns into disrespect. And it's a line drawn. Now listen. This is not everybody.
I'm listening. Are you speaking in general? I'm listening.
I think that's what a problem. You can be an alpha male and be stern. That's why you said when bass comes in your voice. It's not that I'm trying to talk down.
Yeah, it's not like I'm
meaning what I'm saying.
That's it.
Right.
And that's how
I just don't need you to take this as a joke. That's it.
That's how you
I'm not
express
calling out your name.
That's it.
I'm not talking derogatory.
And that's all I know from males of my life, women of my life. It's been there since the 90s. It went away slowly.
I came from a family of very dominant women.
And very high-spoken people in our culture, period. From majority rules, women.
But how many black women you don't know like that?
Nigga. That's my point. And then most guys, they were quiet.
You want to know the thing about that? At the generation that we were brought up, that was the movement at that time. Women, sexism, people.
We lost our sanctuaries.
People talk about racism. Sexism is real, man. Men feel like that they should be more dominant than majority of the men. Nah, they did. I'm speaking facts, folks. Y'all can look this up. Google this.
Definition of dominance, though. What you mean? In what aspect? Because some of them understand that shit.
Dominance, as in just complete human nature, being the human species of male and female. Yeah. Male feel that they should override the female species. Majority of men feel like that. Statistically proven. Speaking statistics, people actually taking a survey answering this. You feel me?
I dig it.
Nah, we ain't talking about me, you, and this brother and Ticket Man.
No, I get you.
You know what I mean? Getting our opinion of it.
I get you.
On paper, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Now, do we think outside that box? Of course. We ain't let the government control us. We got enough sense to actually get our own knowledge of things. My whole thing is this. People got to understand that these folks, I can't repeat this enough. Every lesson that this man gonna speak of on this show is to me that I'm gonna speak of. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but this is my belief. Influence is gonna make you who you are. The way that you were raised is gonna install the morals and principles of you. It's gonna make your character.
It's gonna make your character.
If your mama is a slime ball and your daddy is a player,
you're gonna
guess what you gonna be? You probably gonna be a pimp / drug dealer. You feel this what you came up to.
That open-mindedness, like I asked you earlier, just because I'm in the projects, do I gotta be a goddamn gangbanger?
You have those.
I don't have to be a pimp or a Mac just because it's in my genes. It's not a thought. It's my environment. I already choose if I like it or not.
It's your choice.
I've seen my mom get slapped by a pimp. Nigga, that's my daddy. I don't like it, but damn it, that's my life. That don't mean I don't tuck it in my pocket. You know what I mean? That
put it in the back of your
consuming your environment means protecting yourself.
Of
period.
Course.
You know how to enjoy yourself and you know how to defend yourself.
Yes.
That don't have nothing to do with your character. That has to do with everything you think, feel, fucking eat, shit,
but that
sleep.
defines character. All those things define character. Those things make you who you are.
So let me press pause real quick. Somebody come in and said, when we have equal access to not take care of the child we don't want, the same way they can get rid of a child out then on the back abortion. I don't know where that came from, but I'm gonna say this on that because I had a conversation about this a couple of weeks ago on my show. I personally feel like I'm a big person on if it ain't got nothing to do with me, I don't give a damn. But at the same time, I can still have an opinion, and I do have an opinion on that. I feel like just like a woman has the right to say that I want to abort this child, I want this child.
A man
has
should
the
too.
Same right to say that if I'm not ready for this child, I'm not gonna deal with this child. And that's just me personally. You can take how you feel. But I feel like as a woman, you should know who you gonna have a child with.
Can I make a comment on that, brother? I want to say this. I agree with everything you saying, but I'm gonna go back to this, folks, because I'm a little old fashioned, man.
I'm gonna go with what your auntie said. Women hold on to anything a man say in the first goddamn 2 months.
I'm gonna say this.
Until you start fucking up, nigga.
I'm gonna say,
there's no right or wrong.
Let me say what I'm
finna say. There's no right or wrong answer to that, bro.
Let me say what I'm finna say. It comes down to the choices you make. You know the consequence of having sex
with no protection.
It's children.
You gonna get STD?
Sexually transmitted. You know it's constant. You're still choosing to do this. Now, let me tell you something. For these women and for bro up there. Now we gonna say this, brother. When you know she a thotty, don't stick your dick in her. Because when you get
wrap it up.
No, because when you get her pregnant, then you're stuck with that. You know what you got.
Pregnancy is not.
Don't be talking about you ain't know this was like that because you knew that before.
See, but in 2020, you can't give that basic advice no more because you got thotties that's turning into wifeys and wifeys that's thotties. It's been like that, but it's very loud right now.
It comes down to this, brother. You have to be a good judge.
You just gotta know your woman. Bro.
You gotta be a good judge of character of people in all together. Because
he said, that's a double standard.
We could be dope as fuck at judging our character as far as other men. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna fuck with you. I can fuck with you. You know what I mean? When it comes to women, you're dealing with a fox by nature.
People are not.
I agree. That's that. Some of them don't even know how to use the shit well, and they still
go back what y'all said. He said, that's double standard.
There you go. You can't have that in this, like in 2022, bro. You can have morals. You can stand on your morals, but you can't have a standard to set the bar for her. Because she got to pass, you got to pass.
I'm like this though. I'm like this. That's society in a low key way. That's just like this, man. Women have to work now.
They don't have
for the what man
don't want them so-called babies? Goddamn, they get
no. It ain't about the children. The cost of living is so high in this modern day era that the salary of one parent, coming in does not support the household now in this time as you speaking of.
Bro, that's been like that since minimum wage was created. Minimum wage.
What is minimum wage?
We know.
Look at nigga. Hold on. Prime example. State of Florida.
Side hustle, legal job.
Stop.
Streets, maybe a legal job.
But
or a legal job.
But you come into the family time. You talking about a man that got children, bro. Now you got to sacrifice something. Some gonna lose. You either ain't gonna have all this money and spend more time with your kids, or somebody gonna lose somewhere. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? I don't care what you do. Somebody gonna lose.
But you know what's crazy though?
You're risking
women,
yourself.
You got women that literally say, "I have high expectations for guys that have a father in their life." And if you understand a man with a father in their life, a real father, a lot of them are not Uncle Phil, bro. They're not playing catch with their kids. Nigga, they're at work and sleep. Your mama cook them dinner and probably iron the drum.
A lot of women don't respect it.
This ain't nowadays though.
But if you have an expectation for something like that, I was just in that situation last year, bro. Like I had to work from Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve straight.
Just
no days off. No, it was just that.
Just to get it Christmas and everything. Yeah, just it. Yeah.
With that said, my baby mama, she probably snapped like once literally, bro. You know for a fact, I would have every weekend, every other day. If I'm off, it don't matter, nigga. Points to make. Baby mama, we cool now. The Lord, please don't snap. I don't text your phone if it ain't got nothing to do with the girls. I never not have time. With that said, that was a heated moment of her feelings for her situation put on me. As a man, my feelings were hurt. They were bothered. Can't show sensitivity about that though. For one, baby mama, you ain't my man, you know what I mean? We ain't together. Cool. Say what you want. 2, my daughter don't love him. Hell him back. 2 points I ain't gotta make no more. As a man, bro, it still fuck with me
Because you're doing
because I'm doing everything I can.
That's your responsibility.
And
You
I'm a
handle your
provider.
responsibility. Yeah.
I gotta fucking provide. Even if you a weak nigga, bro, you have some kind of mentality. It's
Well,
a
you
man
gonna
thing
provide.
to provide for
You gotta
yourself or
provide.
something else. Me personally, bitch, you got
Oh, you
5
going
kids.
in.
We got 6. I got 1.
I'm gonna tell you something I want to say about that. I don't mean to cut you off.
You good.
I feel like I don't know your baby mama. You know, I don't even know.
No, we don't. That was just one hell of a story.
She didn't respect the fact that you was putting that work in though.
It wasn't about respect, bro. She didn't see the other side of the field because she was just looking for one.
Because
side.
I'm looking at it like this though. You're doing what you need to do to make sure that the children.
And for the moment, I took away.
It took time away from
there
them.
You go.
But you're making the sacrifice. To take the time away from y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Like she has to be an adult and realize that hey, he taking his time away to make sure these kids have what they want to have. I can't snap on you for being the man. You're actually giving your kids something to like look forward to. You feel me? Hey man, my daddy went and worked and got this stuff for me.
That's
They
all I'm saying.
not celebrating Christmas thing. Come in and you feel me?
I did what I was supposed to do.
You did what you supposed to do.
But the thing is this though, you cannot say that because you get that's when you get into materialistic shit. A lot of kids really just be wanting their parents to spend time.
But nigga, my kid ain't texting me 2022.
Yeah.
And being like, Daddy, pull up.
But
nigga, you can't tell me.
But listen,
don't text you.
Everybody's situation is different. And that also stems from what is the other parent saying in front of your child to make you feel that way.
Goes back to what man is saying.
I agree with you 100%. A lot of times we put it on women. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, a man though, as a man, if you know that you can't be 100% available, not saying that I gotta be around you 24/7, but 100% available to the needs of a child and that woman during that time, then why would you have children with her? Now, a lot of times we point the women at the finger, point the finger at the women. The thing is, it goes both ways. It's two parties.
Brother, I was about to say, then you have the misunderstanding between the parties.
Exactly.
That's what happens majority of the time. You're gonna have a miscommunication, folks. Communication is the key to success in any relationship. If y'all can't talk, you ain't gonna make it, baby.
He said they don't have to see the other part, the other side
of the field. The ball is completely in their court.
And law, like hopefully, but I'm gonna say hopefully
That's true.
Now I'm gonna
in
say
real
this.
life, if happy wife, happy life, the dumbest shit ever, but it's so fucking easy to see it's true.
It is.
Well, that's when you get into.
Hey, I say that all the time. Happy girlfriend, happy life.
That's
what
nigga?
No,
but that's
what
not
nigga?
how it was built.
Hey, what?
Not at
No,
all.
it's
Happy
not.
wife
No,
is
it
she
ain't.
deserves
No,
A happy wife, happy life, like nigga, she take care of her.
One thing I
If
hate
she happy, you come
Israelites
home to
on
happy.
my
You can't be mad.
Yeah, I hate
right.
Israelites
You
on
can't.
my show. And one thing the Israelites pointed out is the main thing is God. And if your husband is following God the way he's supposed to be, you're gonna be happy regardless.
There you go. So the man. Let me say this, folks, so everybody understands. Both of y'all have to be on the right course. Whatever God, which I hope y'all satanic, but you know everybody got their beliefs. What you eat don't make me shit. I'm sorry. Whatever you believe in, please believe in it. You feel me? You ain't wrong, but actually live by it. See, people get consumed with. They don't know no more. They let people influence them. They get. I call it a corporation reality, where you're getting caught up with this stuff in society, man. You're letting stuff influence children. Prime example. I don't even who them girls is. Bad city girls. City girls. What? I don't even know who these folks is. But I know the influence they have on young women. And how I see 12 and 13-year-old girls shaking their ass and wearing skirts that they coochie showing. And it's okay now because this what these folks is promoting. And society is letting that go on. I am not homophobic. I don't have nothing against homosexuals at all. But in my morals and principles and the way that I was raised, it's wrong. Now, you can say what you want to say. That's my belief. Everybody has their opinion of everything. I don't knock it. You don't see me beating these folks down about what they believe in. You're entitled to it. Of course, of everything in life. Everybody.
When people say, well, I don't know about the judgment. The thing is, judgment is not the problem. Condemning people.
That is the problem. It ain't the actual
When you
judgment,
have
it's
an
the
opinion
condemn.
on something, you are already judging it.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Opinion's a nice.
Say
It's the opposite nice word of
exactly
of judgment. Yes.
I don't have to talk down on you. I don't have to fight you.
You don't have to belittle.
I don't have to belittle you
What
because
you
that's
believe.
your path. One thing I don't understand what you've been through to make you feel like that's okay.
Trial by error. Everybody have different situations and scenarios that they live.
Let's be real. We come from, especially in the black family, we come from an era. We gonna wrap this up. We come from an era to where we know that what happens in this house stays in this house. You know that's what he is.
Now, brother, 80% of the pedophiles have been molested themselves. People don't understand that about pedophiles, man. That mean they came up like that. That mean when they were children and everything, somebody was touching them and doing wrong to them. Guess what it's called again? I'm gonna go back to this word again, folks. Influence. It's the influence. If that's all he know, then he think that's okay. If you've been eating red meat all your life, when you see it cook, you gonna say that ain't how I want it.
You know what?
You feel me?
Hey,
like that.
I'm out of pocket. The dude from 50 Shades of Grey is the Superman of pedophiles. That nigga make you sign a contract as a girl and as a woman telling you that I'm gonna do some extremely.
I'm gonna stick a can up your.
I'm gonna do some extreme sexual shit because this was done to me.
Yeah.
If you're special enough, bitch, I'm gonna tell you why. And it's because it was done to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's some fucked up shit.
You know,
but people gotta understand these things really happen. That's just like the girl. You remember in Panama where the man had the 3 girls tied up in the basement and all that?
I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Literally. Sensitivity.
Yeah. Live radio.
We're gonna say same sex. Because people feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it will flag us in a lot of ways.
I got you.
But no, it ain't just you. It's me too.
The world's a little more.
But the thing, even with that, though, why does it have to have a name? People just do what the hell they gonna do. We gonna wrap this up, y'all. We appreciate y'all for checking in with us tonight. We gonna do a part 2 on this, man. We got a part 2 on this. Make sure y'all check us out if y'all haven't. Make sure y'all follow the G-Spot podcast page.
Hey man, I just want to say shout out. I was able to get my
point.
point.
Let me get my point.
Man.
I'm gonna give everybody that point to say what they gotta say. Make sure y'all follow the G-Spot podcast page. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all download Real Women Radio app, the RWR Live 365 app. And if y'all haven't, make one too, man. Even this is for men and women. Make sure that y'all come to the first. We got my girl with the Queens link up on Saturday, August 27th. Before the 8 p.m. in the Pensacola Improv. This is for men and women, but it's showing black women who are into entrepreneurship and they selling shit, man. This is the place to be. I've been a couple times with my sister, my my priestess, who is also my neighbor, come to me, and she got a lot of good shit going on. Also, with Women Radio, I will be a guest speaker at the 6th annual Black Beauty Expo in Pensacola, Florida, with Real Women Radio. On August 27th, the same day from 11 to 3 p.m. at Majestic Gathering Event Center. That's on 2725 West Venti Street. That's for men and women because it's showing about Black beauty. So make sure y'all be there. And 2, on the weekend of August 18th, we are having the first, at least in my lifetime, Egungun Festival, or Egungun, which a lot of y'all who might not know, in Yoruba means Ancestor Festival. We are having in Pensacola, Florida, at the Ocean Golden Harvest Temple, which I attend. And make sure y'all make sure y'all come, man. Where y'all church? Y'all know how y'all Negroes like where y'all church y'all dead relatives on deceased. I don't like to say dead because dead means in. Transition relatives on y'all shirts. Y'all come there and come to the festival to come represent your people who have passed on. Because the thing is, they still here. And they the ones who protect you. A lot of times, they the ones who are also protecting you. We're going to get into that another time, too. My homeboy Snow want to say something.
Hey,
found a new love.
hey, I just wanna thank my partner Gent for letting me bring my boy Yo on, man.
Yeah,
it's my first time bringing one of my day one homies on. For real, I ain't never brought nobody on the show, but I always come solo. But I brought my boy Yo this time. You know, we're gonna have to bring him.
No. Hey man, fuck. Where does this come from?
So he got his Puerto Rican name on the social media that he do have.
Damn.
But he is one of the artists who helped with the Black Lives Matter mural on A Street in Pensacola,
Bro, Puerto Ricans are black
which is
too.
a big thing now because I was everywhere with that shade room, everything.
Damn.
He's actually one of the artists that helped with that, and he can do all kind of art for you. He got some real art. Shout out to Roe.
Yo, you got something you want to say on the camera?
I enjoy myself. I would love to be a guest.
Everything coming up. I'm trying to put together what I'm doing for my birthday though, but it's only private invite only. If I don't fuck with you, you're not invited.
So why are you announcing it, nigga?
Exactly.
Shout out to my girl TT in the building. She in the back. She trying to hide. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to Big Bro. Shout out Link Park, man. I got to throw it up for the hood one time.
Oh yeah,
man.
already.
You feel me? So y'all know, man.
Oh yeah, already.
I gotta get what's his name on here?
Who?
Bro.
Somebody I talked to?
You know him.
I talked to him?
He always say new link and shit.
Oh, Bill.
Keon.
Yeah. Keon, Bill.
I gotta get him on my show, man.
Oh, it's my Bill.
Yeah, he hit me up though one time talking about coming on. So I got
Skateboard Bill.
Make sure though, man. Make sure, like I said, y'all post positivity, share the video. If you want to be a guest, make sure you hit me up on G Spot Podcast 67 or on my Facebook page. If y'all want to do it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, Instagram. We on everything. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Remember to pray and be intentional with your prayers. But don't be begging. Thing is, now you ain't got to beg God for nothing if you feel like you deserve it. Be intentional though with your prayers. Know what you mean. You mean what you're saying. Be real specific now, because sometimes now when you get your blessings, folks, shit can happen in the middle of it.
Be a man and stand on it.
Yeah. So it ain't about being a man and stand on, but being intentional. Like when I pray, I say, look, please don't cause nobody no harm. But sometimes you might want to $50,000. Then I'll say your goddamn auntie died, and you realize, oh shit. She dead. Now I'm sorry, but she $50,000. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be real. You gotta be real intentional now when you talk to God. So be intentional about your prayers, man. Make sure y'all get into fasting and praying because that is very important. I love y'all. Make sure y'all check us out next week. We got a couple women on the show. We're gonna be talking about some real stuff. And I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, man. My boy Yo will be back on here before the end of the season.
They'll be back up on. Oh yeah. Definitely be signing the wall as y'all can see. And make sure y'all check us out.